Me and Mr H, I'd like to pose a question to you.
Yes, sir, go on.
Do you think the little man shopkeeper hasn't helped himself by being pushed out by the bigger man by providing not as good service and not as good products?
I think the little man has not helped himself, sir, in one respect, and that is he has tried to stick with the old way of doing things, i.e. closing on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
You know,
Opening later.
yeah, you know, they've resisted the new way. Most people now, they both work, both the partners. So you come home and you say, you know what, I actually fancy steak, or I fancy, you know, whatever it be. And you go to your little corner shop, he's shut. What do? You go to the supermarket.
Well, recently, that's been comical. I bought some boxer shorts from inside the market. I thought I'll support the little man, so I go to Asda.
Yeah, very.
Well, within about a few days, the bollocks had fell out of them, and they'd started fraying it back. Also, I went to an electrical shop in Wigan, not mentioning it, and I bought a car jack that fits a USB connection, and it was substandard. It basically waddles, and it kept knocking inside. I had to use an old one I actually found. But my point, it made me think, perhaps not in all cases, but by not offering us good service, they've not helped themselves in being pushed out.
No, I agree with you.
You know, it's not just all a case of the good hard working shopkeeper being swept away. I'm not saying I agree with globalisation.
No.
You know, but in some cases I do think that people haven't helped themselves. Like, I'm with this mentality of we only open at fucking 9:45 in the morning, and because the world has sped up, hasn't it? Sadly, you know, and
if you want something, you can have it now, can't you?
Yeah, it's true, isn't it? But them were just my basic thoughts, really, on, you know.
I know that I know where they're going to come from. You know, I can't compete with, you know, your big mega stores. But that's once you start producing cheap Chinese rubbish that, you know, you've got cheap.
Yeah.
People just say, well, I won't go there. He's a rip-off merchant. So you're shooting yourself in the foot, really, aren't you?
Well, it's true, isn't it? You know, it's
I'll always try and support little man, but there does come a point where, you know, at the end of the day, it's pounding your pockets, isn't it?
Well, there is that as well, and sometimes the little man shops won't get organic stuff in it. I mean, you think about Wigan, and I'm going veering off topic here. Where can you get a good meal in Wigan? A good healthy meal? You go in Wigan, what is it? You've got Payne Bakery, Moon Underwater. You've got all these like greasy spoon cafes. What they get all the stuff from Farm Foods, which is the bottom rung. When you live off Heron and Farm Foods, you know you fucked it, really.
Yeah.
There's nowhere in Wigan where you can get an healthy organic meal.
Well,
nowhere, in the town centre at least, that I know of, that you can. Please correct me if I'm wrong.
Do you remember that little cafe, sir, that used to be in Wallpaper Supplies in Wigan? You know, first.
Yeah, well, yeah, where we used to go and yeah.
We used to go in there regularly, and this is a typical example of a small company runs itself, or a small one-man band. And we used to get burger and chips near enough every Saturday, didn't we?
Religiously.
And you'd go in and they'd say to you, oh, we've not got no buns. Right. Well, Morrison's is only just down the road. Well, we can't do that because we're not authorised to go and buy them. Well, you know, at least you're going to sell. There was us and another fella, weren't there?
Yeah.
Sometimes 4 of us, but definitely 3. And they just wouldn't do it, would they?
Well, I've had that happen to me recently, and it's very fucking incompetent, really, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Well, it's incompetent, and it's an insult to your customer. If
you're they'll take your money and then say, oh, we've not got that now.
Well, I remember once, I don't know if you was in with me at that cafe, and she come to me and she said,
Mr H, we're on the red bar, so you'll have to wrap up, or do you want to
no, it's okay, sir, we'll cut it there,
make it, part 2?
Yeah, we can.
Okay then, see you in a minute.